Ah. Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Cigars, Beer, and Whiskey Show. I am your host, Sebi D.
I'm Cass. How you doing?
And wow, again, we've had such a busy situation going on.
Yes, last
It's
2 days.
it's not a situation actually. It's actually good for the show. It's good for us. It's good for everyone. Um, Basically, we have some good news for you as our viewers and as our subscribers. We have finally been able to get some sponsorship, and those sponsors will be announced later on in the show. So basically, we will release all that stuff after, and we'll just continue on with the show.
Yes.
Honestly, we really want to say thank you to all of our viewers. We've actually been keeping close tabs on the show's progress, on our viewers' progress of viewing the show, on our subscribers, and we are totally blessed to have what we have right now.
For sure,
And
yes.
we want to thank you for taking the time to check out our show and view your thoughts on our show and send us messages and things like that. Also, remember to subscribe to our show after you've watched it. It'd be really helpful. All you have to do is have a YouTube account, whether it's a basic account or a premium account. Basic is absolutely free. Subscribing to our channel is absolutely free. And when you do subscribe to our channel, you will be getting some discounts through our sponsors, which will be announced later on today.
Yes.
So, Cass,
Mhm.
how has your week been since our last conversation? By the way, before you answer that, by the way, yes, our show has become political because of the fact that there has been a blowout of politics, blowout of issues surrounding politics,
Oh, yes.
and it's just kind of hard to separate ourselves from that. And it's just we're trying hard to separate it. We're trying hard to come up with new stuff to talk about and things, and we want to get your thoughts as viewers to find out what you guys want to talk about, what you want us to talk about and hear us talk about, because politics can be boring. It can be like, oh, this is just the same old show about politics, blah 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 blah, whatever. You know what, I'm sorry, but politics are happening every day, and it's just unfortunate that Canada and the U.S. have been impacted together for the past couple of months now, and it's impacted us. It has really
Oh,
impacted
in life,
us.
yes, it has. Yeah.
It has impacted people in our country. It's actually impacted people in other countries about what's going on between Canada and the U.S. And then Russia is now getting involved with it. So, but Cass, explain to me how you figure so far things are going.
I think Russia's been involved about 100% in the race to take over Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In what way?
Oh, Putin's on the sidelines. He's right in there with you. They don't he doesn't
Yeah.
talk about him at all.
Right.
But Trump wants him in. Was it the G7 talks and wants him back into that and other stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's horrible, but it's the way life goes.
Right.
We can't usually hope, we can't wish we want people in there, and it can't be because it's just their politics.
Mm-hmm.
And
So.
and overtaking the also the Canadian Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
No, it should never be. It should be left alone. It should never be touched.
Who's taking Canadian Arctic or trying to?
The U.S. is trying to take over the Arctic because they want the mineral rights, they want the oil, they want the mineral rights, they want the gas. Just because
Doesn't Canada have the means for that?
in some long runs, no, we don't. We have the courts where it's a sovereign waters.
Okay.
So basically, they can't take it over without as we put in a way that they can in the long run. But it's going to take them years to do it.
But then hypothetically,
Yeah.
and hypothetical speaking, because I am pretty sure this will never ever happen, because Canada is such a component family of citizens that will never stand for to be called U.S. citizens if they're living in Canada.
No.
Unless they're dual citizens, of course. Like if they're a dual citizen, that's a whole different thing.
Mhm.
But like in the way that Trump is talking about it, saying that he keeps saying that
He
he
wants to
loves
take
to see Canada as a 51st state.
But that'll
And
never happen.
it'll never happen, because here's the thing: Canada unites. Canada is so strong with their citizens. It's the government that's screwing it
No,
around.
not really. No, it's because we're strong because we have countries behind us. We have Denmark, which is Greenland. We have England, which is London, and we have we have China backing us.
Yeah, that's the thing I
have,
saw on social
Ukraine
media.
backing us.
Yeah.
We have other countries, Greece, you name it, countries backing us.
Right.
Because we're not just a sovereign country. We are a fair country. We if you come here, we'll give if you have the right ways of life and you can contribute to us, our country, and we can give you back and to live, to work, everything if we have the means to.
Yeah.
But you got
and we're not even the country that serves an executive order that men cannot wear skinny jeans. What the fuck is that about?
Lots of swearing.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that?
Thing. You just do it for stupid. It's like him.
That's not even a comedy thing. It was like literally on the news that he signed an executive order stating that men can't wear skinny jeans in the U.S.
He can't do it. It'll never come across.
What is he trying to do here? Like, shit, man.
He's just jealous because he can't wear skinny jeans anymore.
Well,
back when he never wore jeans in the first place.
I don't know. And then the thing is that there. I still have to bring this up because I do have friends that fit in this category. The LGBTQ society
in the States, yes,
they don't want to recognize transgender society, and I think that's a complete horseshit because it's that person's decision whether or not they want to be altered as a male or altered as a female. Why does the government have to decide our fates as individuals?
They can't do that. They can't. There's as many laws as they can. They cannot discriminate against that. It's just the way of life.
Like if a person wants to transform and transgender their sexuality, that's their own right as an individual.
Yeah.
Now I'm actually hearing because I'm part of a couple of councils outside of the show here that there's some problems actually in the Catholic schools that are wanting to just recognize male and female only. There's no, like, if you're like a tomboy or something like that in a Catholic school, they're still going to tell you, oh, you can't go into the boys' washroom even though you're dressed up as a tomboy. You have to stay in the women's washroom. And there's a little bit of conflict with that. Yeah, apparently. It's also reaching the public schools too.
Yes, but I can see it. I can see that in the Catholic school. Yes, the public schools will be just a little different.
Public school is more of a variety of a factor because it is a public school. It is, and the Catholic schools, they have more of a mandate of towards the religious side of education.
Because that right there,
and
see that box right there.
I have a Mother Mary. Yes.
Yeah.
It goes to
that, yeah.
But my whole point is that there shouldn't be a person or a government to tell you anything about how you should live your life.
No.
As long as you're not breaking the law, as long as you're not hurting yourself or hurting anybody else, or disturbing someone else's life. You know what I mean? Then you should be able to have
live
free
your life
will
the way you want. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you going to eliminate the alcoholics because they lived an alcoholic life? You know what I mean? Because
good question. That's a good question. They can't. You can't.
Are you going to eliminate a drug user because the fact is that they're hooked on drugs? It's judging. It's a judgmental situation.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't understand the fact that the government wants to control the human right. The human right in this situation in regards to sexuality. You know, if I was transformed into a woman, which I'd look an ugly woman, like I wouldn't even try to do it. But still, it should be my choice. Be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna dress up as a woman. I'm gonna have lady clothes. And even if I want to go as far as having lady parts like the breasts, or
The hoo-hoo downstairs.
remove my private area and stuff like that to make it look like a woman, then that should be up to me. That should not be up to Justin Trudeau. That should not be up to Donald Trump or our premier
I don't
or
think
our mayor here in
I,
Edmonton, which that's a
I
totally
don't
different
think
story there.
Just Trudeau doesn't comment on that one.
Mm.
He's not against that.
Actually, you know what? Isn't that true that he was
No,
part of the Gay Pride Parade or something like that? Or
he was in it, but
was he in it?
He was part. He wasn't part. He was in it to
support
everything for it.
And you know what? I'm all for that. Like, you know, I give him applause for that.
I give him applause
honestly,
too, yeah.
I would go to the Gay Pride Parade and support, because it's their own value, it's their own decision and their own choice. Like, I don't know if you guys have hung around the gay lesbian community, but they're a bunch of nice people.
Oh yeah,
I've even gone to a gay bar and they're not hitting on me. They're greeting me. They're greeting me more than a bar that's on the White Avenue. You know what I mean? And then the White Ave, like, if you even say hi to someone and look at them different, look at them in a different way, they want to punch you out.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing: if you're at a gay bar, there's lots of they're actually playing nice music. It's not like, you know, all this ABBA and Cher music all the time. Like, they actually play some really good music, and they invite you in there to be like, hey, feel welcome.
And,
you know what I mean?
And that's why
honestly, I like gay bars. I really do.
Actually, all gay. I've seen. There's a few gay bars in town. I think, I don't know where, but I think most of them are private.
Yeah.
They don't want nobody to know if they're there because they don't want to get hazed and stuff like that. So, which is good. Yeah. There's another one that they leave their windows open so the music's going and everything on Jasper Avenue. I'm like, it's okay. I don't mind. It's their trend. It's like, I'm not going to break their trend. Like, it's their
and the government should not be able to condemn that. No one on the planet should be able to.
The Canadian government does not condone it at all.
I'm just saying. Like, just out of, so that because we're talking in general. I know we're not in the U.S., but I'm just saying in general.
In the U.S., they do condemn it because you know, there's a lot of haters. There's don't forget, in the States there's still the Nazi regime stuff, the white pride, was it the KKK still involved, and that's who's running the country right now.
Yeah,
American country. It's like they just want no immigrants, nothing. They want to kick out every immigrant, so it's basically just the white people that are living in the States. They don't want nobody.
What's your and this just came to my head. If we were back living in the 90s, what would be the pros and cons of that?
Of the 90s?
Because I watched a lot of videos.
In what matter?
Just in general.
In general, I mean, like like
whether it's groceries, costs, whatever, music, politics, whatever the fuck it is.
In the 90s, it was like in the 80s to 90s, it was like it was coming to the age of everything was fantastic. It was like you go out there'd be authority around the streets, and you wouldn't feel scared.
Yeah, there was more cops on the road.
Oh, there's more cops on the road in the 90s. Yeah, there was like you were carded at a bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the laws different back then. You're safer back then. Now it's like you walk the street and you say and you open the door, or else greet, hello, how are you today? And you know you get sworn at or punched out.
That's the thing is that, like, nowadays when you go into an establishment, I'm not saying every establishment, by the way, and I'm not going to name any names whatsoever. It's just in general. I'm just saying, generally speaking, you go into an establishment and it's like, there's some places will greet you properly, like the hostess.
Yeah,
they will greet you properly. But the places that don't have a hostess, it's like you're looking around and it's just like you feel intimidated. Especially if it's your first time being there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Where is the welcome atmosphere? There's no welcome atmosphere.
It's gone.
You know, and it's just like you sit down and you're looking around, and it's like, yeah, okay, whatever, but I find a lot of bars too dark.
Yeah,
Like there's hardly any lighting.
it's the
You
way
know what
that's
I
the
mean?
atmosphere. Yeah.
And it's just like, wow. Like, and then when the bar shuts down and it's 2 o'clock and they turn on all the lights, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, this place looks better with the lights
Yeah.
on than it did with the lights off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I get it. You want to put on you want to turn off the lights and put on the
Romantic.
vibe, the
Yeah.
vibe lighting show or whatever it is. But there's a lot of bars out there that actually look better with their bright lights on, with their
Yeah,
normal house lights.
yeah.
So
But no one wants to go to a bar and see what you look like. They want to see. They just want to be in the darkness, so they'd be left alone. Just have a few drinks and everything. People don't want to see who you are.
right, yeah,
They go in for a few drinks and leave.
mm-hmm.
Like a restaurant. It's a restaurant's only it's dark, but it's lit on your table, and the lights in the middle and everything. And you're sitting around one. All you see is talking. That's all.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And then also, just off topic, we have an update on Redbeard. By the way,
How was he?
Our other co-host.
Our third party.
Yeah, third party
Yeah.
there. Third party.
Okay.
Redbeard is fine. He sends his best to the show. He will be back fairly soon, hopefully. He hasn't resigned from the show. He was on assignment through family stuff, and he has told me that he misses the show. He misses our viewers. He misses being on the show and being part of the conversation. But he is actually following the show. He's following the views. He's following the subscribers. I'm constantly updating him on things too that's going on with the show. But he is still part of the show. He's dealing with some stuff first and making sure that that's all dealt with and taken care of before he comes back, because he doesn't want to leave again if he has to deal with it again.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave again. He
Once
wants to make sure everything's done.
Done and done.
Yeah, done and done. So, but Redbeard does send his best. He says hello to everybody. He says he misses everyone. He thanks you guys for all your messages about him, because they have been messaging concerning Redbeard, wondering where he is. So he does appreciate your guys' thoughts and concerns, and he just wants me to pass on a message saying he will be back. Just doesn't know when yet, but he will be back, and he is thinking about us. So there we go.
Okay.
So
turn of the century.
This is what?
Around the turn of the century.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like 2 years later, he comes popping out of the distance or whatever. So guess who?
No kidding. Yeah.
So, but then another surprising thing happened last night.
What's that?
Right? Was it last night or the night before?
Night before.
Was it night before?
It was
3-2 for Canada and US.
Oh yes.
We beat US.
Yes.
We beat US. We beat US 3-2. Our own Connor McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers
did the final score.
Final score in
in
OT. So that was good. He left his mark in the Global Hockey League.
Oh yes.
And what was it? It says 4 nations or 5 nations?
4 nations.
Was it the 4 nations? Yeah. So thank you to Connor McDavid for all of his hard work. Thank you to all the players
totally.
that was on that
Canada's all the way,
team, man. Like,
we are the best.
But you know what? I got to give props to the U.S. hockey team. I have to give props to the U.S. hockey team.
Give them a little
they did a pretty good job making it all the way to the very end.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? They worked their butts off too.
Yeah, but they still got beat.
Let's just all congratulate all the teams that were part of it, because there's a lot of hockey players that were on the same team that do play against each other.
Yeah,
and they actually had to be on the same team.
I think they picked. Was it one player to each team to come play, or is it 2 players each team?
I think some of them are 2 and most of them are 1. But I know that there was a couple of teams that had players that
I think they
play
picked,
against each other on a
yeah,
regular basis,
I
but
think
they
they
played
picked the
together on the same
best,
team. Yeah.
the best players. They picked the strongest players out of each
Mhm.
team.
We could be wrong. I don't
Yeah.
know. We could be wrong, but like I said, this show is about our opinions, so I don't. I have
Mhm.
no. I couldn't tell you the actual truth, but I'm pretty sure that the hockey league was turned out really well this year. And so congratulations to Canada
Totally.
for winning the cup. And it looked like a mini Stanley Cup actually. So when I saw McDavid hoisting that up, I think he was kind of getting butterflies too
Was
because
that McDavid? I thought that was.
it was McDavid. McDavid held
I
it.
thought that was Cole. I mean, what's his name? The
Sidney
Tinbits guy.
Crosby.
Yeah, Cole. Yeah, Colby. Yeah.
Who? The Timbit guy.
Yeah, he was playing Tinbits. It was Sidney Crosby. Wasn't he holding it up?
He was holding it up too, but
Yeah.
he held it up first, and I think he gave it to McDavid.
Yeah.
But once McDavid held it up, I think
yeah.
he was trying to be like, man, if only this was a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. Unfortunately, I hope we win. I hope we win the Stanley Cup this year.
We're top in the league.
I hope so. I hope we keep it strong.
Yeah, I think in Pacific we're number one in the Pacific, or fighting for number one spot in the Pacific.
I hope we work hard enough for it.
And then overall, I think we're second overall in the whole league.
We're second.
Second place.
Who's above us? We're second.
Oh, I saw it. Look on your phone. Look on your phone.
I'll look at it later. But still, who's first?
I think. I
Calgary?
could be. No, Calgary's like 6th or 7th.
Vancouver.
In the league. No, Vancouver's not actually. Vancouver's surprisingly like 4th.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think the Golden Knights are below us. Actually, the Golden Knights are below us.
Golden Knights. You should call that a team, man. That was horrible. when you play hockey, when you bring in a team, you bring in a fresh team halfway into the league and everything, and they win. That's not fair.
Yeah.
They didn't do the full season, so they shouldn't be able to be put in that way.
Yeah. No, I think I'm pretty sure the last time I saw, we were like second, fighting for second place. We were fighting the Kings. We were fighting
LA Kings
for second place in all in the overall league. But I'm pretty sure we are still number one in the Pacific in the Pacific Division. But it was kind of like when we watched it last year. It was just kind of harsh. I don't know. It was very disappointing to see how it played out. Like the guys were just working so hard throughout the whole year to get to where they were last year.
Oh yeah.
And now they've done it again. Because before they were on a losing streak.
No,
in the beginning of the season,
it's usually when they play out, they lose. When they're in, they win.
Yeah. So. But they were on a losing streak for a while. I think it was like they lost 4 or 5 games or something like that. But then they bounced back.
Yeah.
Mind you, I've just been too busy to be watching an every time game kind of thing, right? I would watch it every once in a while if I can have time. But last year I watched it religiously last year. But this year I've been slipping a lot, and I look at the standings every now and then, so that's why. I think it was last time I looked at it was like 2 weeks ago. I saw it, and they were number 1 in Pacific and number 2 or 1 in the overall.
I haven't watched a hockey game in years.
I haven't actually been to an Oilers game in a long time. I want to take the kids. I want to take the family to a hockey game at least once this year. Even if it's in the skybox area, like the nosebleeds or whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. But it's just so freaking expensive.
Skybox? Yeah.
No, I mean the
nosebleed section.
Yeah, the nosebleeds area where the skybox is.
It's a little higher up, where the nosebleeds are. Yeah.
Like you can even see the skybox. It's like right there in your face, and you have to spend like $500 a seat, like to be like just a little bit higher. Like I don't know, like 3 feet higher up in the air. It's like nah. Yeah. I'll keep my $500 and I'll be lower, and I'll spend like fucking like 100
season tickets are like that much
money. Oh God. Season tickets? Yeah. I've heard they go up to $20,000.
Really?
A ticket, a season ticket.
No way.
It's $20,000. That's what I heard.
Maybe $150 or a little more.
No, For the whole season?
For the whole season, about $500.
No, God,
Or
no.
more.
No, their weight, it's like, I even looked at it. It's like, I know that section 200
Guess
or
I'm
something
wrong.
was like 5 or 6 grand.
Oh, really?
For one ticket. One season ticket is like 5 or 6 grand.
Is that for
Yeah.
one play, one show, or all of it?
For the season.
Oh,
For the
for the
season.
season,
Yeah, 6 grand for like the
Yeah.
season with one ticket. But like, if you want to be down by the bleachers and the net and everything, it's like 10 to 20 grand for a ticket. So yeah, it's
I've never been to a game there yet.
but what's really funny is that if you
Mhm.
go to an Oil Kings game,
Mhm.
you could be like right there for like freaking $60 or $70. You
Oh,
can be
a
like-
lady lives in my village. She has Oiler King tickets now.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of
Hit or miss.
hit or miss kind of situation. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I try not to focus on stuff like that because, I for like $50 I can just watch it here at home, have pizza and wings, beer, whatever and just watch it free on the TV.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like I can understand it's a good experience for the kids.
Yeah.
It's a good experience to be at a game, but to spend that kind of money to be at I get it, diehard fans. Props to you guys
We have a lot
making
of
the financial commitment, but the way things are right now, with high prices on inflation and all that, I give you guys props. I don't know how you guys can do it because honestly, I wouldn't be able to see myself like that.
Yeah.
Like even look at football, CFL, like for Edmonton. What are they? Elks still? Are they still the Elks? Or did they change their name now?
Oh, at Edmonton.
I think it's Elks still.
Elks now, yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're cheap. I've seen tickets like that for like $20.
Oh, the Eskimos got mad because they're using their name. Elks are not getting mad. They're just walking around too fun, not much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but do you think we're gonna have an election next month? Isn't it next month? They were Polyev is trying to call for an election by March 24th or something.
Maybe it's hard to say.
Yeah.
If they're gonna have
because if it doesn't happen, then it's guaranteed to happen in October.
Oh, if they're gonna have an election just in March, but they're not gonna have the everywhere election on whoever we want to put in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that should be better. So it's because they say they want Trudeau out fast. Like, why? He's doing something for us. He's fighting for us now, like really hard.
Yeah.
To keep us out of the American eye and becoming 51st state. He's trying, and he's succeeding.
Yeah.
So why let it pan out, let it run out to the final? Was it the days in when the next not one coming up, one after that?
Right.
Yeah.
I honestly think, I've been watching Polyev for a while now. I like his strategies. I just hope he sticks to it. That's
I hear a lot. We hear a lot of stuff. I hear a lot of good stuff. I hear a lot of bad stuff. He says he could do this, and he did. A couple weeks later, he just not gonna do this.
But here's the thing: stop just focusing on the carbon tax.
Yeah, that's all you do is focus on carbon tax.
The fact is, carbon tax is just one of the major issues that's being tackled right now. So if you're working on the carbon tax, that's fine. But then once you've solved the carbon tax, what's your next deal? Like honestly, because once he gets rid of the carbon tax, yeah, of course.
Because we don't get the extra money, whatever.
I don't want the extra money. I want to be able to afford gas when I get to the gas pump.
Oh, totally. I
don't give a shit about the. I don't care about the $180 or $200 freaking carbon tax. I don't care.
I don't care about that either. But still, it's like, what was it? Yeah,
I want to be able to go to this grocery store and be able to spend $100 and get pretty much a whole week's worth of food, like comfortably a whole week's worth of food for $100. You know what I mean? I went to the grocery store last week. We spent $100, like $120, and we got a half a cart from Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
A half a cart.
No, it's not like it used to be. Yeah.
Before, you could go to Walmart and spend $100 on groceries, and your cart's like not overflowing, but it's it's practically almost full.
Well, you're not.
You
Well,
know,
you're not in the 70s, early 80s anymore. That's when $100 back then gets you. Let's see, one, two and a half carts full of food,
yeah.
full. Some of them are brimming over. But now it's like like you said, it's like not even what, 5-6 things for $100 nowadays. It's so
Here's
expensive.
the thing: stop giving us money. Stop paying us off
Put money back into the system.
Yeah.
Don't give yourself raises on it. Put it back in the system.
Yeah.
Make it work for us, not against us.
Yeah. Because I honestly, if I had an option, would you rather have a $400 check, or would you rather have cheap groceries for the next 2 to 3 years?
I'll go for cheap groceries
for the next 2 to 3 years.
Cheap groceries and lower the gas prices. Hey,
yeah. So I don't know. I just it feels like it's turning into a battle that we can't win unless the government does something about it. We can't win.
That's what Trudeau's trying to do. He's trying to save with Canada, so we won't become the 51st state, and Trump wins, so he wants to increase all the stuff like in his area. He wants to increase stuff here. He wants what we have here.
I don't know.
He says he wants to
even if Trudeau is still fighting for us not to be the 51st state, even if he wasn't fighting, Canada will not surrender.
No, Canada will not surrender. We're trying not
to
surrender.
There's so many politicians that will not let it happen. We don't even honestly.
Pierre Poilievre is somewhat trying, but I don't believe he's trying. I believe he's just going to give Canada the states.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Was it Jedmonds?
If it was anybody, it would have been Justin Trudeau to make a deal. Because of his track record and of making deals with other countries.
He has made deals with other countries.
If it was anybody, it would have been Justin Trudeau to give up Canada to be the 51st state. Pierre Poilievre, no, I don't see it. I don't see him giving up Canada like that.
Trudeau had made a deal with China to sell our oil to them. The UK is buying oil from us.
Mm-hmm.
We're
China's bringing their boats here.
Yeah, well, they are. Yeah, with stuff in, so we can sell, buy and sell.
Yeah, and they're
tariffs.
No tariffs. Yeah, 0%.
No tariffs.
Yeah, 0%.
Was it? We're getting food from Denmark in grocery stores now.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting food from Germany, more China, or all the foods we're getting in from other countries and everything like that.
Yeah,
we're getting vegetables and everything from other countries. And I know but we're even alcohol we're getting in.
Right.
But it's a little expensive, but it actually looks like it's worth it.
Yeah.
But I like how like our country's fighting to stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
We're not giving it. I know we're not giving ourselves away and everything like that, but we're trying to make money into our country, trying to give people chances to come into the country, sell their stuff, so they make profit, we make a profit.
Right.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
We're selling our oil to China, EU, whatever you want around the world. Mm-hmm. We're doing something. We're asking nicely. We're not forcing ourselves on the country. Say you have to sell our product.
Mm-hmm.
We or else we'll take you over. No, we're not doing that.
Mm-hmm. The other problem that we're experiencing, I personally am experiencing this on my end, is rental increase.
The rental increase is not done by our government. It doesn't have to be. It's done by the person who owns the property.
But the government has their hand on it.
No, they do not. They do a bit, but not. But they do control what you're allowed to spend on rent.
Well, the government and the banks of Canada, they have their fair share.
Yeah, but when somebody who owns a place, say if I own a house, and I would say I'm gonna pay. I want you to pay. My rent's gonna be $2,500, and the average deposit would be $2,500. So it's $5,000. Okay, start off. Okay, after that it's $2,500 a month. Blah blah blah. Okay, everything goes up. Okay, yours is going to go up like another $50.
Do you want to know the reason why they raised the rent?
Because they want you out of here.
No, it's not just
why.
That. This is where the government is sticking their hands into it. Is the property tax. When the property tax gets raised,
Yeah.
they have to compensate for that. Just because we're paying the owner the rent,
Yeah.
we're not paying. We don't know what the property tax is. So, say for example,
That's where the
if
assessment
you're,
comes in.
I have no control over that.
No, you don't.
A renter
You're a
doesn't have
renter.
control. That's what I'm saying. The government is putting their hands into it through property taxes, through housing tax, through this, through that. If it has the word tax in it,
Yeah.
the government is the one that controls that. The landlords don't control the taxes of any property or of any home. If it's being raised, they have to compensate for that raise and raise the rent. So, say for example, if their property tax went up $50,
Yeah.
guess what? The rent's going to go up $50
Yeah.
because they're not going to pay for it
No,
because they don't live there.
But
They have renters. They own the property, but their renters need to suffer because they're the ones that are living there. They're the ones that are enjoying the amenities of the property. So if I was a landlord
Mm-hmm.
and I get a notice that my property tax is going to go up $50 a month,
Yeah.
do you really think it's going to come out of my pocket?
Yeah.
It's not going to come out of my pocket. It's coming out of my renter's pocket. My renter is going to be paying, even though I don't need to let that renter know how much I'm paying for property tax.
Yeah.
I just have to let them know by a notice
Mm-hmm.
that, in 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
your rent's going to go up by $50 to compensate for what's coming out of my pocket.
Okay.
That's how that works.
I thought, don't you sign a contract in what the rent's supposed to be?
If you're on a yearly lease, right?
Yeah.
They can't raise the rent
Mm-hmm.
until their lease renews. So what they can do though,
Yeah.
say for example, their property tax was raised by $20, $25,
Yeah.
$30, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If it came out of the landlord's pocket because according to the lease, they're not up for renewal yet, they're going to compensate that on the next rent renewal, the lease renewal, because they can increase the rent by up to $200, up to. And I've already talked with the Landlord and Tenancy Act. They can choose in Canada. You can raise it by $200.
Okay.
Now, if you raise it, say $100 or $125, by the end of that, your new lease is up. By the end, landlord's already been compensated for the amount of money that he's had to pocket before the lease was renewed. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
you own your place, so don't worry about it.
Well, my mom owns the place, not me.
But that's what I mean. Yeah. You're a homeowner, regardless. I did investigate some investigating on this.
Yeah.
Some of it I don't know, like the whole entire procedure, but I did call the Landlord and Tenancy Board, and they said, "Hey, they have a cap. They have a raised cap each time. If they want to do the whole full cap each and every time, well, that's their own prerogative."
Well, our property is out. We have a property management company, but we still have our board. We have a board property on our where I live in Macad, and we do have a couple. We have one place in our building is for rent.
Right.
It's been the same price for years.
Yeah.
What every year we get an assessment or whatever property's worth, blah blah, what's gone up or what's gone down, and our taxes and like that doesn't get touched. The renter place does not get touched for taxes or rent going up at all. It stays the same. So it has to be our board has to pay the whatever. So,
but in the end, the board is somewhat deducted from it for the replacement of the renter's tax.
Yeah.
The renter doesn't see the tax.
No, he doesn't see that.
The only thing that they see is the monthly rent.
Yeah.
But you as an owner are the ones that say, "Hey, okay, well, my renter pays $1,200 a month for one bedroom. Okay, I'm paying, say, $130 a month for property tax. Right?
Yeah.
That $130 is covered within that $1,200. Okay.
Okay.
Now, say for example, that 120 just got raised to 150.
Okay.
I'm going to raise the rent by $35 to $40 to compensate for that for the raise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to tell my renter that. I don't have to.
No, you don't have to know. But
I'm
you
just going to
should.
say, hey, at the end of your lease,
Mm-hmm.
we're raising it to $50. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but then you're going to have to vacate the premise if you don't agree with it. When he or she does vacate the premise, you tell your new renters, hey, this is the starting of the new rent.
Mm-hmm.
Please be advised that there has been history on this property to be having their rent raised either yearly or bi-yearly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can say that to them
Mm-hmm.
as a courtesy,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of landlords don't do that. There's like, it's none of their business kind of thing until it actually comes to the point in time to raising the rent.
Yeah.
So even if the housing market defaults
Mm-hmm.
or drops, you really think the landlord's going to drop the rent? No.
He's going to up it more.
No, he's going to keep the rent the same.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think he's ever going to lower it to like say like $1,000 a month? No. He's going to make that extra $250 fucking profit, right? It's all about this and here.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is that whatever is being charged to the landlord will compensate for those missing charges through the rent as soon as possible, as soon as they can.
Mm-hmm.
If they have to wait for the renewal, then, the reason why they raise ours, they give us a 3-month notice is because we're month to month. We've been month to month for 7 years.
You've been hosed for the last 7 years now.
You know what I mean? So our lease, the last time I signed a lease was when I first moved in here.
The amount of money you spend each month on this place, you could probably put it on a mortgage and
I would have been able to pay off half my mortgage.
Oh yeah, pay half your mortgage and live rent free.
So
you just the only you do is pay your taxes, your mortgage, you cut your grass, water your flowers, and you're done.
Would you stay in your place if your mother passed?
Would I stay?
Would you be able to stay there, or would you think
right now without a job, no. Without a job, no. With a job, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Without a job, where would you go?
Without a job, where would I go?
Yeah.
If I did have my own place?
Yeah. Well, you would probably have to sell it.
I don't know if I want to sell it. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He'll be like, I'll be moving into my good buddy's WD's place.
A tent in the backyard, yes.
Whoa.
And maybe a little.
Have you seen the new tents? That's funny how you mentioned that, because I've been actually looking on Amazon, and I was looking at tents because I miss camping. I miss camping. I miss the campfires. I miss the fishing. Well, I'm not really good fisherman or anything. I don't care about fishing, but if it's there, I'll do it. Whatever. But like, I've seen so many updated and upgraded tents. Yeah. It's like you can build up your tent into a house practically.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a 6-bedroom tent on Amazon for like, it was like $1,500.
Oh really?
And it's like the blow up machine kind of thing. And
yes.
Blow it up to like a big ass cabin or whatever, and you got 6 bedrooms. And I'm like, holy shit, man!
And a bathroom too.
Yeah, and a bathroom. Like you can put in a portable plastic shitter, porta potty, whatever, into that hole, and it has a pump that's connected to it, and it shoots out.
Oh, lovely!
I was like, well, you better point it in the bush because. But I believe that you have to actually, if you're using something like that or using one of those things, you have to have what those campers have, like the tube connectors into the shitter, for whatever. So
gray and black water, for black water, gray and white water it's called.
Yeah. Would you live in a tent?
Depends where it's warm,
Yeah.
Not in this weather, no. I would not live in this weather, no.
I would.
If it was an RV, maybe. If it was an RV, if I had the proper things in it to keep warm, proper heater, my windows covered properly, everything, I probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Huh.
don't know where I would live, but I'd travel around. I would try. I would miss definitely go south for the winter, with the RV in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I own an RV, I would actually live in it.
Well, if you
I would
have,
take my rental payments and put
yeah,
it towards an RV,
yeah.
and I'd be good,
Mhm.
because I think the RV payments would be, it would actually be less than what I'd be paying for rent.
Yeah, more on
You
gas,
know.
rent, food. Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have to move around very much. You wouldn't have to be
No.
driving around very much, because then my van would be parked,
Yeah,
would be connected
I
to
could
the
see. I
RV.
could see if you're a single man, sure doing it. Yeah.
I've seen families on YouTube.
Yeah, in the summertime. Yeah.
No, they did it all year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've lived in like an actual almost motorhome sized places. Like they sold everything they owned
Hmm.
and bought a motorhome, and now they live in a motorhome and they've been doing it for years. Most of these families are in the States, but still,
Yeah, in the states. Yeah,
but
because
but still, doesn't matter if it's winter or not. Like, you can even do the van life. There's ones for van life.
oh, I've seen that too. Yeah.
And even though they're in it by themselves,
Hmm.
the guy has a wife, has kids at home with the wife, and he just travels across the country in the van life. Because he has the YouTube channel and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah.
So then they
Oh, he's
post
that
it.
blogger, right? That not the blogger. No, he's
Well, you told me about,
the gamer
yeah, the
guy.
gamer guy
He goes around with his
with
dog. Him and his
Willie.
dog.
No, Millie.
Oh,
Millie, because he's got the one Millie shirt.
oh, really?
Yeah, he calls his dog Millie.
Well, I saw that. I know he's a dog, and he has a gaming system right in his van. And he has everything right there, and he just parks right next to a lake, opens the door, plays his games,
Hmm.
makes his dinner, lunch, breakfast,
Yeah,
has his dog, has fun.
yeah. It's
There's a lot of YouTubers now going around to what are they'll fly different countries eating airline food. They'll promote it on promote the airline. They'll do the food. They'll do where they're going.
yeah.
It's like nice. That's a quite
But see, you know what I found the difference between them and us is that, yeah, we're not traveling.
well,
I know that we're not traveling. We're a talk show.
yeah. Well, they're
You
talk
know,
show too. They talk into the camera too and
no, they're
everything.
just bloggers.
They'll bloggers. They
They
blog about the foods.
yeah.
They'll blog about 7-Eleven, Max, whatever grocery store they go to.
But they're traveling while they're filming. They're
I
going
kind
on
of would like
walks.
that to do that. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, finding the money, sure. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
Well, we're gonna be doing that soon.
yeah.
We're gonna be live on locations here pretty quick,
Mm-hmm.
and actually maybe that's a good thing to talk about. Um, like I said in the beginning of the show, we collected a couple of sponsors
Mm-hmm.
for the show. One sponsor, uh, she comes from a very good store called Pepper Palace, and she is the operations manager. Uh, Her name is Ela Hunt, and she's the operations manager for all the locations in Canada. Um, we will be doing a live on location at her store at West Edmonton Mall pretty soon here. Uh, I'm pretty sure the dates will be available here shortly. We're just doing some final touch ups and things like that, final plannings.
Nice.
Um, and when we are doing a live location, we not only promoting the show, but we're also promoting our sponsor. And this is how we're going to be doing it: is that if you see us, if you want to come down to the live on location area, feel free and say hi to myself and Cass. And if Redbeard's there too,
Mm-hmm.
then he'll be there, and we will be signing autographs. You'll get a postcard of us, and we'll sign it for you, and we'll take pictures and stuff like that too. And also, we're gonna have giveaways. Now, the rule for the giveaways is that anybody can enter. It's free to enter. You just do you sign the entry form, and then you also subscribe to our YouTube channel, and just show us proof that you've subscribed to our channel, and it's absolutely free, and you can enter into the prize packs that we're going to be giving away. And also, if you go into the Pepper Palace and we're not there, if we're not there, uh, it's still going to be good for you, because if you mention our show and prove to the workers there or the cashier that you are subscribed to our channel, you will get 10% off on your purchase price. And doesn't matter if you're here with Edmonton Mall or anywhere across Canada, kind of thing. So sorry, technical failure there. We are right now. It's going to be valid at West Edmonton Mall for now, and if it upgrades to across Canada, we'll let you know. But right now, as of today, you can go there and say, "Hey, I subscribe to the Cigars, Beer, and Whiskey Show." You just show the proof on your phone to the cashier, and she or he will give you 10% off on your purchase. The other sponsor that we've been able to hook up with is the bar at West Edmonton Mall again, of course.
Yep.
At Bourbon Street. They are called the Five and Dive. It's a great place for food. It's cheap.
Tasty food.
Oh my gosh, we were there yesterday. We'll post pictures of it on our Facebook page and stuff like that. And soon we will be doing a live on location there as well. It's in the works to be doing that as well. Also, we, as always, have merchandise for sale. All right, we still have shirts. We still have hoodies, and yeah,
these are the winter hoodies. They're very warm.
Yeah, these. I'm sweating right now. These are winterized hoodies. So if you want to get your winterized hoodie, let us know. Just hit us up on our Facebook page. Message us with your details, and we will send you a sweater or a shirt or whatnot. If you want it autographed from us, let us know. We'll autograph it for you. Not a problem.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Five and Dive Bar over at the West Edmonton Mall, Bourbon Street, and a very special thank you to our Pepper Palace sponsors. They are going to be really good to us, I feel. We're going to be having some live on locations shortly. So we encourage everybody to come say hi to us and check out our sponsors' products and check out our products.
Yep.
And
the Pepper Palace, the lady, Miss Hunt.
Ela Hunt.
Very knowledgeable on her product. Very tasty and very hot, if you like hot.
What? Are you referring to her, or are you referring to the
samples? That's all. Samples.
You weren't specific. You said Ela Hunt is very tasty and very hot. So I don't know.
I'm in very very knowledgeable of her product.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. Okay, he's talking about the product.
She's not product.
She's not talking about.
She's a nice person.
Yeah, she's a very nice lady. Yes, she's very nice, and oh my gosh, it's fun. It's really good for us too. Is that finally getting sponsors? And on top of that, if you want to be a sponsor on our show, feel free and please message us. We will work out the details with you, obviously off camera, and figure out the details of things. And we are very fair people to deal with, and we're not greedy or anything like that. These establishments found us very easy to work with, and if you want to get their side of it, go to the location here at West Edmonton Mall. If you're in Edmonton, go to the mall, go to Pepper Palace. They're on the second floor.
Phase 1.
Oh no, you don't know what phase 1 is. I believe they're close to the Toyota. Are they Toyota dealership or on the opposite side of the Toyota dealership? I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, they're
next to DSW shoes.
DSV shoes. So like, just when you go to the mall, just look up on the directory. They're on the second floor, right next to DSV shoes. Just look on the directory, Pepper Palace. They'll bring you right there to Pepper Palace, and let them know that you subscribe to the Cigars, Beer, and Whiskey Show, and you will guarantee receive 10% off on your purchase price. and then just show it to the worker that you do subscribe to our show. It's absolutely free. And in order to subscribe to the show, you have to have an active YouTube account, whether it's a basic free account or whether it's a premium account and you're paying for it, and that's up to you. So, but anyways, that's all that we have for today's show. I think it's been a great show. We've been very busy. We have been very busy.
Yep.
We wanted to upload. We wanted to have an episode sooner than this, but the weather has not been our best friend.
No, not kind.
It's been very
cold.
It's been very cold out, and it's been very slippery outside. Like cars been going into ditches and stuff like that, and so it's been quite the adventure. So today we finally had a day where we were able to make this episode happen. So on behalf of us here at Cigars, Beer, and Whiskey Show, the staff, the crew, and myself, Sebi D.
And Cass.
Thank you for joining us. See you and have a good night, and we'll see you on the next episode of Cigars, Beer, and Whiskey Show. Take care,
Have a good
guys.
night. Bye.